I'm sending 5 job applications per day. And before a lot of people freak out and be like, you're just spamming job applications, I'm going to share exactly how I'm doing this and what's the approach that I'm doing this. And I have also gotten a reply out of this, so I'm going to share about all of that, and also going to share the video where I take you through the entire build of a system that I built, which applies to job using AI automatically. Now, a lot of people might be like, you use AI to do this, and AI just comes up with I don't know, like when I've said this to a lot of people, they said AI, it's really easy to spot AI in job applications and all of that. But I think obviously, yeah, if you like just go to ChatGPT or in the normal window and ask it to generate something, it would obviously like come up with something that's not good enough. But then I think if you give it enough context and give it enough guardrails, given that it doesn't give all those AI long dashes, or yeah, make it in a way which looks much more customized. And I think we can use AI as a much better leverage. And yeah, I think I was just like really curious on how far I can go with this. So I'm going to be sharing this entire thing. This more so like a documenting angle. So yeah, the goal, as I said, is like to send 5 job applications every single day for the next 90 days. Now, why am I doing this? And yeah, so if you want to like see the results, I'm gonna be sharing every thing that happens in this channel. So do subscribe if you want to like see and how this goes about. But yeah, let me show you the math. The math is like daily goal is 5 applications, and the monthly volume I'm expecting is like 5 applications per day times 18 days. Okay. That's like 90 per month. So I'm aiming for around 90 to 100. So yeah, given like I just do it for 18 days, but yeah, I would do accounting for weekends and off days. But I'm thinking, should I actually take off days? I'm thinking maybe I'll just do like 30 days completely. And yeah, realistic monthly target is 90 applications. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably do even more. So yeah, if let's just say that I'm doing 90, so expected results would be like, I'm hoping for a 5% reply rate. And I usually wouldn't give it this high of a reply rate, but the reason is because we're just going it about in an application angle and not in a salesy angle. So yeah, we're just applying to jobs that they're looking for. So I'm expecting like 5% reply rate, but yeah. So that would be like 4 to 5 replies that we're getting. And out of that, a 10% reply rate, optimistic, if we get that, like we get 9 replies, which is good enough. And the goal is to, out of those 9 or 4 to 5, get 1 interview per month minimum. So yeah, first, the thing is like, yeah, so I need to get on more interviews so that I can speak to a lot more people and expand my network. And in that way, I'll be able to like land the opportunity that I want. And that's the math. And why 5 specifically? So yeah, why not 2 per day? I mean, I was doing 2 per day before, and yeah, kind of inconsistently, because yeah, I thought I always felt like I was just leaving opportunities on the table, because the system, it just felt like the system can handle more, because I just have to click run and it would run the entire system. And I mean, over time, I just felt like eventually I could do a lot more with this. But then I thought, okay, 10 might be too much, because I need to like focus on quality as well in the CV. And I mean, when I say 5, a lot of people might freak out. Like, what are you talking about quality with 10? And I get it, but I mean, yeah, I refine every single outreach and see how it's like unique and how it shows personality, like all of the things that would go about. And as I keep doing this, I just believe that I would get eventually better at it and would take too long. So yeah, I just came with the sweet spot that I'm going for: scalable with current system and maintains quality and sustainable daily, and enough volume to see results, I'm hoping. And again, if you'd want to like see me build the entire job application system that I'm talking about, which I used to apply to jobs, do watch the video. I'll link it down in the description, and I go through the entire build. It's like an hour-long video where I go into like very specific details on how you can go about it. Feel free to like skip parts that you already know about, or to see like exact spots that would help you. So yeah, where I'm at now, so the current status, as I said, is like I sent like 9 to 10 applications total, and out of those 9 to 10, I got 1 reply, and it was like from a recruiter that I applied to. And yeah, being inconsistent with volume, because it's like at the starting stages of the system, and I cannot I couldn't expect it to be consistent, because I just started imperfectly. So there was some stuff that I had to like work on. Just gonna check my battery. So 10%, I should be able to record this video. So yeah, 2 per day goal, but yeah, not hitting it. So yeah, the reality, like as I said, I haven't put in enough volume yet. Yeah, I cannot judge from 10 applications. yeah, need 50 or 100 to like evaluate properly on what's working and what's not. So yeah, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing like 5 applications per day, consistently track everything. And yeah, that is like a very good thing as well. Like, the reason that I'm doing YouTube videos every day is, one thing is accountability, like people are watching it. And the other thing, is very cool metrics. Like, it just shows you all these like cool charts, or all these tracking metrics. And yeah, just like visually, it hits the dopamine. And yeah, I probably like need to like map that out into job application system as well. And yeah, now let me talk more about the system, a quick overview. But if you want to like get more deep into it and how I built it, and watching the video, like you could entirely build a system specifically for yourself as well. So yeah, do watch the video. I think that's like a super valuable video that I put up. So yeah, do please check that out if I feel like doing any sort of like job application or prospecting or whatever. And what my system does, it's scrapes jobs from LinkedIn, and I give it a basically I just go for LinkedIn and search for jobs. And for me specifically, I do AI automation. So I just search using keyword and give it the job search URL, which has like all of these jobs. And the system scores each job by relevance, so it already knows like what sort of jobs I'm looking for. And yeah, only keeps ones above threshold. So what does it mean? So it scores each job out of 100 and basically just keeps jobs that are above 75, so that we're not applying to jobs which don't match my skill set or where I couldn't add value to them, which is waste of time, which we don't want. And then it generates custom CV plus email. Hang on, I'm going to show you. Okay, instead of like just saying, let me just show you what it actually like does. So where can I find it? So yeah, there we go. So this is like the system. Now if it feels like overwhelming, it doesn't need to, like okay, but I'm just going to show you things that it came up with. So this is like the back end of the system, but without overwhelming much. If you not like really known much about AI systems, watch another video that I made, which is called The Skill That Nobody Talks About. And although this looks much overwhelming, but it's basically really simple, and anyone who knows how to use computer or phone can basically like do this. So yeah, watch that video, and without any coding knowledge, so yeah, you'll be able to like get up and running. If you're someone who is just feeling all this hype about AI, but feel like you're not actually making use of the hype, or not actually like doing anything with AI, I highly recommend that you watch the video, and you'll have like basically a place to just start and explore yourself in AI automation, which is where it really helped me. So yeah, now let me just show you like what the system actually does. So I have the front end, which basically just means, so this is the system, and the system runs and puts everything on here. So as you can see, so these are some of the jobs that I've applied to. And it, as I said, I just give it a LinkedIn URL. So I just go on LinkedIn every morning. Prospecting is the first thing that I do, because I believe that prospecting is the most important thing that I should be doing. And I just go to jobs and I search for yeah, so in my case, I just want no code automation, because I just that just aligns with most of my skill set. And yeah, as I can see, a lot of these jobs are something that I can actually add value in these companies, and some of them are remote as well, which is what I'm looking for. So yeah, I then just copy this URL and give it into the system. And once I give, so what that means is I just where is it? So yeah, there we go. There it is. So I just paste it into the system and just say run for, yeah, scrape all these jobs. And yeah, since I've built the system, it would automatically like get all of these jobs in this Google Sheets. As you can see, all of these jobs which are relevant to my skill set, and then scores them. So as you can see, it just scores them. So it's 82, and this one's 62 over here. This job is like, yeah, so I can just see, okay, so 82 means this job is like highly relevant to me and something that I can actually add value in. 62, maybe not. So yeah, we can just filter out the ones that we need to apply and cut out the ones that we don't. And after that, as I said, so once this is done, and yeah, we just have it on a sheet, and every day I do 5, as I said. So I just go on here and go to the system to say run for 5 top companies, and it would go and grab any 5 companies in this list. And as you can see, it also updates status. So send draft creator. So what does this mean? So if I go on to Gmail, once they say run, it basically creates an entire Gmail draft for me that I can send it to them. So for example, so this is one of the, or let's say this. Okay, so this is one of the emails that I didn't have to write. It was completely done by the system. And yeah, but I gave it a structure. So yeah, this is not something that you'd usually find in AI writing, but I had to like set up guardrails so that it does it in a specific way. And you have the CV attached as well, so it's like really personalized and saying why. And yeah, maybe this long dashes like shouldn't be here, but yeah, I should like hardcode the system. But yeah, you can like set the system that do not use hard long dashes, and it wouldn't. Yeah, that was just like a fault on my end, but I would like check these all of these. So yeah. And as I said, like, yeah, once you open the CV, so again, this CV was something that the system put up by itself, as it knows my skills and experience that I've shared with it. Now, is it the best CV? Probably not, but I just feel like it's good enough, and it shows my yeah, all my skills that align with the company. And yeah, again, I do think there's a lot more personalization and personality that I should show in the CV, but not just like listing all that I do and all of that, which is what it's doing. And do more in the education system. Yeah, probably if you're like someone who does work with a lot of CVs, or yeah, deal, you probably think that is not really good. But I mean, yeah, for me it was just desensitization. I just need to like get up and running with this. So, which is why I did this. But okay, now that you know like somewhat of like what the system does. So yeah, it just tailors each job to the so what does it do? So as I said, it generates custom CV and email, and I have to just grab the email of the decision maker at the company. So in this company, I don't know, we have to find their CEO or hiring manager or anyone who can make a decision to hire me into their company. And once we have that, we can just send it to their email. Now, I actually have this hard in the system itself. So the system I've built, excuse me, I've built it in a way where it does this on its own. But right now, the decision maker finding an email is not really reliable. So I do it manually. It takes me some time, but I use it using this tool called Apollo.io. So you can look up Apollo.io, and it's an extension that you can attach to Google Chrome. And basically, once you're on your LinkedIn, and if you're on any person's page, you can just look up on Apollo, and if you say access email, you'll be able to like find their email instantly. So yeah, I highly recommend that if you want to like, or you could use also integrate tools like Anymail Finder. But yeah, it just like, I don't want to spend on this because it's just like 5 per day, and I can just manually do it for now. And yeah, and then it creates a draft with CV attached, just as the one that I've showed you, and ready to review. And I just review the CV, review the email, and if everything is good enough, I just have to send. And sometimes it's not good enough, so I have to like refine it and iterate it. But yeah, as I said, I just review, fix decision maker, and send, or find and update the decision maker email and send. So yeah, as I said, the full video building this is in the description. Do check that out. As I said, I have put a lot of effort into that video, so I think it could be like really valuable to you. So yeah, for me, what takes time right now is like finding decision makers, and the system is not perfect yet, which is I wanted to like get this up imperfect, and I'm happy that I'm doing that. But yes, there's like some cost for that as well, which is I often have to do this manually, and I have to find emails manually, and also database. This sheet is not really reliable. Sometimes when I have to like update a new list of jobs into here, there's like a lot of duplicates, because on LinkedIn, you just have these old jobs that are still there. I do it like once every week, and we shouldn't like apply to the ones that we already did. So we have to do some sort of deduplication and all of these that I hadn't really expected and set up before. So yeah, it's okay. And system fixes take a lot of time, but sometimes it calls the wrong AI model and all of that. But yeah, it has some quality issues and all of that. But yeah, but that's fine. But yeah, current time, like yeah, try five applications this morning, took too long and couldn't get it done. But the goal time would be eventually, as I said, the system is self-annealing. So as I keep applying, it just gets better and better, and it just fixes them and documents them. So the next time it encounters the same error, it knows what to do. So the system is much stronger now. So it's just like, I don't know, when you get a virus, the next time you encounter the same virus, you have the immunity to tackle that, kind of similar to that. And as I said, what's gotten better, I think the quality of CV generation much better now. I know this is not very, this is nowhere good yet, but it used to be much worse, and I think it just looks good, and at least a bit something good enough to send. An email is more personalized and shows specific fit for each role. and the speed is getting faster with each one because every time I just keep iterating, and I tend to like learn the nuances of the process better, and so less thinking means more executing. And as I've just said, it learns from mistakes and improves automatically, which means the process just gets better and better. So yeah, why job applications? So the visa situation, I'm an international student on a visa, and I shouldn't do any sort of self-employment or business activity, which includes freelancing. So all I can do is I can only work part time for 20 hours during my universities, and university time, and full time during vacation time. So job application is my way of legal prospecting. So get the strategy is get multiple part-time roles that max out on my within my 20 hours per week, and work for different people, more opportunities, more income, and experience for future. Like that's what I'm trying to do. And what kind of jobs? Like I'm looking for mostly remote jobs because I don't want to commute, and that would take like a lot of work, and part-time positions, and companies needing my skill set, and where I can actually add value to them by automating their system, streamlining and saving them time and bringing them more revenue. And also applying to some full-time roles, but yeah, check. I need to like be careful with legality. And yeah, it is not worth the risk of like getting things illegal here. But okay, now this to address the elephant in the room, quality versus quantity debate. People, when I tell them about this, they say 5 per day is too much, and I focus on quality and not quantity. And I understand where they're coming from. I need to like customize each one carefully. Right now, it's nowhere as customized as it needs to be. And my response, or how I'm thinking about, is I believe that AI system can maintain quality right now. I mean, yeah, over time it just learns, and it wouldn't be copy paste generic, and each CV is tailored to job, and each email is personalized. And I think AI is intelligent enough to do this in a good enough way, which is what we want. Like we're doing, and also do it in a much more scalable way, where we can do this much faster to a lot of people. So yeah, specific to like why I fit into the role and how I can add value. And most people who don't really know AI, they think like AI is easy to spot and all of that. But I believe that my system that I've built has Rails, and not just like some ChatGPT stuff, but it's custom built for quality and ensuring that we use AI in a way which is like really good. And uh, but I would want to test this, and I'm really curious if AI can do well and if this can work properly. And yeah, you wouldn't know unless you try. So yeah, volume lets me test faster. I used to think that I just had to do things that already work, but I mean, it's just not the case, because I wouldn't know 100% if something works unless I try it. So yeah, and trying is not waste of time. I've realized that as I try, I just keep getting better at something, and also like learn something new, and which is what gets me like the failures that happen here is what would compound into the success that would come along the way. And as I said, we're not compromising quality for quantity too much. Like we are, but yeah, I mean, using at the start at least, and use AI to maintain quality at quantity. Like that is what essentially we're trying to do. And as I said, and while I'm doing this, I'm focusing on inputs and not outputs. What do I mean? So I think the bottleneck here isn't results, or what's the limiting factor. I think it's always important to ask when something is stuck, or when something feels doubtful. It's always helpful to ask, what is the bottleneck, or what is the limiting factor. In my case right now, it's just getting into the habit of like just applying 5 every day. It's not getting the quality. Like I could put up like a quality CV if I spend weeks on it, but what is stopping me before was like perfectionism, fear of looking bad, and overthinking each one. So what I need to do, just ship consistently, so that getting the reps in, or building the habit of doing this. And once habit exists, then I can improve the quality. Then I can optimize it to look better, and more personalization, and then adjust strategy. So yeah, but first just get the volume. And I cannot judge it just based on like the 10 applications that I did. So as I said, output comes later. And yeah, this is one great quote that I've heard, which is like, be super impatient with outputs, and be super patient with outputs, and be super impatient with inputs. And I think that's super valuable to take on. So the validation I got, so after 9 applications, I just got one reply from one of the applications that I did. And Basically it just gave me the validation that people are reading emails that I'm sending, and approach isn't wrong, and quality is at least good enough, that they would want to reply to that. So yeah, I just need more volume, and didn't need perfection, needed good enough plus consistency, and yeah, that is what would get to the perfect one, rather than trying to get it perfect on the first attempt. And starting was just improving. So when I started, didn't know if CV was good. I had so many doubts. I didn't know if I was doing something that was like really crazy, and didn't know if email worked, didn't know if approach makes sense. But yeah, I just sent them anyway. Now I just got one reply, so it feels much more validated. And yeah, can see what's working and can improve from here. And I attend all the events from university where they talk about CV and job applications, just to get myself more internalized into this space, so I can do better in this and improve the quality and actually focus on things that actually move the needle here. And yeah, the point is you cannot improve something you haven't even started. So just start messy and improve as you go. Like that is one thing that I've learned. Like yeah, one very big quality that I've learned probably in the past year. Yeah, and once I just start messy and I just put the reps in and keep doing consistently, I can see it much more clearly, to improve it, rather than trying to like figure out the perfect way that I can execute it at the start, where I wouldn't have zero clarity on what actually I should be doing. So yeah, the clarity only comes by action. And the 90-day commitment, as I said, I'm just going to do this for 90 days and track everything. And yeah, as I said, enough volume, enough time to improve and all of that. So yeah, after 90 days, I'm going to look back on my response rate and share everything in this channel, and look at interview rate and every conversions, and adjust if needed. Yeah, I'm not judging after 10 applications. So yeah, give it real time plus volume. So yeah, now if you're a student watching this, use your university resources. Like that is one thing that I would say. I think that is like something that I've been benefiting from. And most universities have like career services and CV review, and I attend all of these, and there are like 4 or 5 people attending these events, and they have like an entire lecture hall for this. So yeah, I think a lot of people are not really using this. I don't know, maybe my sample size is like too low, just my university. But yeah, the CV review and interview prep especially, like I think universities like have it figured out, like what people ask in interviews and how we can like prepare for them. So that makes like a really that makes the difference probably between you landing a job or you messing up on an interview, I guess. So feedback on applications, and I use this to show I'm also like using this to like show them my approach and get feedback from them and ask for interview prep. And sometimes they are more traditional, and probably a lot of them say that AI, you should be really careful with it, but all of that. But I think that is useful as well, to kind of like ground myself and not get over myself with all of this and think like I'm doing it better than all of them. So yeah, just a second. And what I'm tracking, as I said, make the best use of it. All of your university resources, if you're a college student, a lot of them have it, right? So what I'm tracking starting tomorrow, I'm going to track the applications sent, and replies received, and interviews scheduled, and time spent per applications. I'm probably tracking these, I don't know, but yeah, what's working and not. So tracking is like super important, so that I'm just not throwing things in, like just seeing. Tracking lets me see the real data, and data or numbers don't, it's not feelings, numbers don't lie. So I know exactly what I need to adjust based on data. And that is really important. If I'm not tracking something, or if you're not tracking something, you probably don't care about it, or it's not going to improve. Or just assume that it's not going to improve. So yeah, tracking means you're going to improve on that. So will this work? Honest answer, I just don't know yet. But yeah, what I know is 1 reply from 9 is not terrible. So yeah, something I can like focus and give it more volume to see if it works or not. So yeah, what I'm testing is basically just, can AI maintain quality at scale in job applications? And yeah, we'll see how, if this gets interviews or not. I'll share results on this channel. So yeah, real numbers. So yeah, subscribe to see how this plays out. So yeah. And okay, so the main lesson for me is like, prospecting is my number one priority, and most people just don't do anything, don't send those out, just wait for opportunities and never put in the reps. So what I think I should be doing is just committing to daily volume and all those like little things, boring actions that would compound over time. So building the habit, letting results compound. So you cannot evaluate what you haven't done and cannot improve what you haven't started. So can't know without volume, basically. So start shipping it, even if imperfect, even if uncertain, so, and you can adjust as you go. So finally, where are the key takeaways? So that is like the approach that I'm taking, doing 5 applications per day for 90, so that we can get to like 90 or even more per month, and expecting a 5 to 10% reply rate. And the goal is like 1 interview per month minimum. And Wi-Fi, I just like went through all of that. And anything that I want to reiterate, tracking. If you want to improve on something, I'd really suggest that you track it in some way, measurable. And if you're a student, use best use of your career services at university. And don't wait for perfect, and start with good enough. So volume plus consistency results. So that is something that I'm reminding myself as well and telling you guys as well. So thank you so much for watching the video, and hopefully that was helpful. And again, if you want to watch the entire video where I put up the entire job application system, which I think anyone who knows how to use a computer can build for themselves by watching the video, and I broke it down entirely. So do watch the video if you think that can be helpful for you, if you have to do anything with job application or prospecting. So thank you so much again, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers. Okay, where it is. Yep.